guys. We are back. GAMA 2017 with the Dice Tower. I'm Mandy, the Board Gaming Pinup Girl, and I am here with Devir Games, David Esprit. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I see we have a lot of good stuff here. So let's jump right in. What do we have first?
Okay, this game here, it's Fan Hunter Urban Warfare.
Okay.
This is a player versus player miniatures board game. But before getting into the game, I will tell you a little bit about the background.
That's perfect.
Because we expect to be launching a few more games based on this same franchise during the next few months/years.
Okay.
So the story is, it's set in the near future, where this guy proclaimed himself like Pope and the dictator. So he wants to keep all the population bored in order to control them.
Uh-oh.
So in order to do that, he's banned all the cool stuff. Comics, games, movies, music, everything that we like. So essentially, all the fans, all the nerds rebel against that.
I like it.
So this is the revolution of the nerds. And they fight the power back.
Okay.
Everything they know about guerrilla fighting, close combat, and everything else they learned by playing Call of Duty, playing Dungeons and Dragons,
Right.
reading Spider-Man comics.
Cool.
So that's everything they know about, and that's how they fight the power back.
Oh, that is a very neat story.
Yeah, and so we hope that all the players relate to the concept, because we're playing this game and we're the protagonists of this story.
The nerds rise up. I love it.
So essentially this, as I said, this is a player versus player game.
Okay.
It's mainly scenario based. So we're going to have in that rule book over there, we're going to have a set of scenarios here at the back.
We'll do that. No.
Yeah, in which players will keep advancing from one to the other in a narrative fashion.
Okay.
So whatever happens in one scenario affects the way the other one is played. And there's plenty of game hours in this game, because there's up to 8 different scenarios.
Oh, wow. So on average, how long or how much gameplay would you get out of?
Well, it's hard to say, because some of them are shorter and more
Right.
faster and violent than the others.
Right.
But usually you can get up to, like, a really quick one would be like half an hour to an hour. Okay. And then like a real big battle, like the final standoff, it's probably going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah.
Well, that's still a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah. So the concept of the game, it's very accessible for new people who's not used to playing these sort of games.
Right.
But at the same time, we've given as many tools as we can to the veteran players to own the game.
Right.
So they're going to have rules to set up their own scenarios. You know, if they want to play like a regular war game with a tape and everything, they
Right.
can do that.
Oh, neat.
They can set up their own factions, because they have like a points value here. So, and this is it. So we try to make it as modular as possible and as accessible as possible.
Which is really important for a lot of people. So tell me about these cards here.
Okay, this is the stats value of the different units. So there's going to be like the classic movement value, long range attack value, defense value. And the concept of the gameplay is really fast and simple in that case. So in a competition, both parties will roll their dice.
Okay.
Whomever gets more successes just wins that action.
Right.
We're going to complicate that with a lot of special abilities and different options that, as players progress in their experience, they will learn more about the way the game is played.
Okay.
And in this case, we are presenting the game for the first time internationally at the UK Game Expo in Birmingham.
Oh, fantastic.
And right after that at Origins, and then of course Gen Con.
Okay.
So anyone attending these events will be able to play the game, have a look at the miniatures up close,
Right.
and play some games.
So as you see, there are miniatures. I know it's kind of hard to see. Maybe during the Q&A you can bring those over. We can get a nicer
Sure,
look at
absolutely, yeah.
that. Fantastic. So I know you said you had something else that you wanted to show us as well.
Yeah,
So you can bring that out. I'm going to slide
Okay.
these over here.
and we can kick the minis out.
Bye, minis.
And the other game we have right now, it's Fast Food Fear.
Ooh, food.
This is a game. It will be out by Gen Con tentatively, so
Okay.
we expect to be out by then. And this is a fast reaction game. It's a card game, so I'm gonna get into detail.
Slide that up there. No, please
in a
do.
minute.
Looks delicious.
And in this game, players, they work in a fast food restaurant in the land of the monsters. So monsters are hungry and they're always in a hurry. So we need to be able to serve these customers as fast as possible.
They're eating food, right? Not
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure it's not the people.
No, I mean, if we're late, they made up eating us. But
okay.
let's make sure that they get their hot dogs and fries and whatever. So we're going to have a list of customers set in line. It's depending on the number of players plus one. So let's say we're playing 3 people. It's going to be 4 monsters.
Okay.
Half of them will be covered.
Okay.
So each player is going to have a hand of 6 cards.
Okay.
And then, as I said, this is a fast reaction game, so we're going to have to take care of all these customers within the 2 minutes mark.
Oh, wow.
But also, this is a cooperative game, so we're all working together in order to take care of the customers.
Okay.
So players can do 3 different things during their turn.
Okay.
One of them would be to discard a card that they don't need in order to get another one.
Right.
They can, if they have all the items required to take care of a customer, they can play them all in one go.
Okay.
In order to take this guy out.
Right.
But it's hard to have all this combination from the get-go.
Right.
So they're gonna have to talk, and they're gonna have to trade cards, and people will be shouting, "I need a hamburger! I need a hamburger! Or I need a drink!"
So get loud.
So yeah, it's gonna be loud.
Okay.
So the other thing they can do is play these special action cards that will allow them to shift cards around and make sure that they can get the right combination on time.
Right.
And also time management is going to be really important because so that's why we're going to have this card here that allows us to turn the clock back around.
Okay.
And
gives you more time to obtain what you need. Oh, that sounds really fun. And how long does that play in about?
Well, it depends, but it's supposed to be really fast because you only have 2 minutes to take care of that. So usually a game plays in 8 to 12 minutes.
Oh, okay, so shorter.
So yeah, you can play a lot of games in a little time, and it's very hysterical. It's very ridiculous. It's very funny as well.
Very cute.
Yeah.
And what's the age range on this game?
We're aiming to 8 years upwards.
Okay.
And you can play 3 to 6 players. And again, as I said, this is we're aiming for a Gen Con release on this one.
Gen Con release for this one. Okay, so this is any potential for later on maybe adding some more things to it, or it's just kind of a.
Well, we're thinking as a one-off thing,
right?
And but of course, if this is successful, we will continue feeding the monster.
Of course, they're hungry.
Yeah. And but in the case of Fan Hunter that we saw before, we expect to expand that universe and that collection of miniatures in the following years for sure.
And any variants in this game at all, or it's literally strictly just what you've shown us here? That's how
it is
like.
here, but there's options for making it more easier if you're playing with children, or if you think it's too tough. But once you get the hang of it, you will want to make it a bit more complicated. Right. So we've got that covered as well.
Oh, perfect. I think it's a really fun, quick game.
It's very modular in that sense.
Excellent. So were these the 2 you had first, or did you have any more to show us?
No, we're with these 2 today.
We covered them all. That's fantastic. So is there anything else you wanted to let anyone else know about games upcoming? I think you kind of covered all the release dates.
Yeah, we're with these 2 before the summer, but we expect to have another board game after the summer, by September, October, which is called Michael Strogoff, based on the Jules Verne's novel.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be a light Euro game, card-driven, that it's getting a very good reception so far.
Oh, fantastic. Glad to hear that. I like Euros myself, so.
All right. Cool.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
And guys, get those questions ready for Q&A.
All right.
See you soon.
Thank you.